Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Debbie. I would like to tell the story of the history of Islam entry into Malay civilizations. Islam first entered in Malay world in the 12th or 13th century, although there is a possibility that early influence began to emerge earlier. In the 10th century, through trade routes and contact with Islamic kingdoms in South Asia and the Middle East, the process of spreading Islam in this region was very diverse and occurred through several factors. The first of which was trade. Trade between the Islamic world and kingdoms in Southeast Asia, particularly in Malay regions, was a major factor in the spread of Islam. Muslim traders, whether from Arabia, Gujarat, or India, or Persia, came to major ports such as Malacca, Aceh, and Palembang, bringing not only goods but also Islam teachings. Malacca, which became an international trading center in the 15th century, played an important role as a cultural and religious meeting point. Through interaction with Muslim traders, many local inhabitants began to accept Islamic teaching. The spread of Islam often occurred peacefully through marriage between Muslim traders and local women as well as religious educations. Influence of the kingdoms and sultans. Many Malay kingdoms adopt Islamic as their official religions, facilitating its spread throughout their territories. One example is the Sultan of Malacca, who embraced Islam in the early 15th century. The adoption of Islam by these rulers accelerated by process of Islamic as people tended to follow the religion practiced by their leader. Moreover, kingdoms such as Aceh, Banten, and Mataram also played significant roles in spreading Islam through missionary activities, but directly and through political influence. The role of Wali Songo and local dakwah in Indonesia, particularly in Java, the spread of Islam was also greatly influenced by wali or scholar known as Wali Songo. They used a more localized approach to convey Islam teachings by adapting them to local culture. Although Wali Songo is better known in Java, a similar process occurred in the Malay regions, where local scholars play important roles in spreading Islam. The education and literary spread. Scholars and Islamic figures in the Malay region established pesantren or Islamic boarding school and madrasah to teach religious knowledge and Arabian language, which were essential for understanding Islamic teachings. The writing of religious texts in Malay, such as Hikayat Muhammad and Kitab Fikih, also helped introduce Islam teachings to local communities. One scholar would like to mention here is Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani. Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani was one of the prominent scholars from the Malay region who played a significant role in the development of Islam in Southeast Asia, particularly in Indonesia and Malaysia. He was born in the 17th century in Palembang, South Sumatra, and is known for his contribution to the understanding of Sufism and fiqh or Islamic jurisprudence in the Malay regions. Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani studied at various places, including Mecca, which at the time was a center for Islamic education. In Mecca, he learned under prominent scholars and acquired knowledge from various schools of thought. He became well known for his deep understanding of Sufism and fiqh and had a significant influence on developing Islamic teaching, focuses on purifying the heart or Sufism. One of his major works is Hidayat al-Salikin, a book containing teachings on Sufism and fiqh. This book became very important in religious tradition in the Malay world and was widely studied by scholars and society. Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani played a role in introducing Sufist teaching to Malay society. Sufism teaches the importance of personal relationship with God, prioritizing purity of heart, and avoiding worldly desires. This teaching was well received by Malay society that was already accustomed to local religious practice, emphasizing spiritual and mystical aspects. Additionally, he greatly influenced fiqh through in the Malay world by teaching moderate doctrine that were adapted to local social contexts. Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani helped strengthen the foundation of Islam in the Malay region and encouraged in the integration of Islam teaching with local culture. As a teacher and spiritual guide, Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani also had a significant impact on guiding his students in their spiritual and social lives. Many influential Islamic figures who later became prominent scholars in the Malay region acknowledged receiving knowledge from him. Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani's influence extended beyond Palembang to various other regions in Southeast Asia, such as Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. His teaching on Sufism and fiqh were well accepted among communities undergoing Islamizations. In conclusion, Islamic entered Malay civilization through trade routes, social interactions, and adoption by local rules. This process of Islamization occurred peacefully over a long period with support from Muslim traders and scholars who spread Islamic teachings. Sheikh Abdul Samad Al-Palembani made significant contribution to deepening Islamic teachings in the Malay regions, especially through his understanding of moderate Sufis and fiqh. His role was crucial in developing spiritually and intellectualism within Islam in Southeast Asia during that era. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum.